Welcome back to Pembertons Farm for episode 13 with me, MrSealyp. It's February, we're back. There was quite a bad snowstorm last night, and as you can see the snow has settled. My plan for today is chickens. Well, not just chickens, we've been invited to the golf club. I got a phone call this morning. Could I attend the golf club at my earliest convenience? So I've got dressed up. I've never played golf. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Round of golf in the snow. Never done that before. But chickens, yeah, I'm going to put a chicken pen here. I've been talking about it for a while. The other thing as well, I've been offered something by the Pembertons. That also means that I'm going to buy a plot. And I think I'm going to buy this one this side. So, 17,000. I'm going to buy that. All will become clear at a later date. Not just at the moment, but I'm going to need that plot of land first. The other thing I want to do, new month, new day. Let's check. Oh no, that's the one we want. Yeah. Boo! I was hoping for something really cool. I've still got the option of offering on that Ford, so that's a kind of a poll, I guess. There's the Ford at the company where we bought the straw bales, or where the Pembertons bought the straw bales and I collected them from. And then I was also talking about, and I'm just looking at the width of the gateways now, I said about getting one of those AEBs, under small tractors. Yeah, one of them, the TT281. It's fairly short. It's got complete steering, front and rear. It's got 3-point links front and rear. And it's a mini tractor. That one's 50 grand for the base model. With a little bit of tweaking, I reckon we're probably about 55, 60 maybe. But 60 grand, I think if we like to do the engine, that's one of the things. That'll take us 135 horsepower, which is about what my Steyr has got at the moment. The steering will be better, although it's a little bit wider, I think. So I'm just thinking, maybe. So it's the Ford or that. So what do you reckon? Do we go old school or new school? A new sort of technology. I mean, the AEB's been out a while, but it's newer than the Ford. I don't know. Anyway, so chicken pen. I'm going to put it... Do I want it this side going out that way or this side going this way? This side going this way, I think. So we're going to put it in here. I have got some wheat so we can feed them. Yeah, that's the first thing. We'll get that in. So, yeah, I reckon just in front of me there. There we go. Right. So as far as feed, that'll be here. Grass underneath. I might just do a little bit of landscaping, which is fine. We'll get some chickens in there. We'll get them fed. Chicken pasture, no less. Now I'm a bit worried they might get into the road actually, but if they do, we'll just have to deal with that. I'm not sure where the triggers and stuff are for this. Got to be around here somewhere, aren't they? I thought the trigger would have been... somewhere there. I guess we have to resort to putting that on until it comes up with animal. Hang on, with a little blip there. Where's that? Oh, there we go. So it will take 47. Do we want 47? We're going to get a couple of roosters, and then we'll get full-fledged birds. I think we'll get 30 birds. Cool. Oh, they're alright. They're just out to here. Hey, no farmyard's complete without chickens, is it? You can have chickens in the yard. So we need to get them fed. Let's get that sorted. Where did I leave my van? Is that still at the Pembertons? Or did I leave that down at the store? I can't remember where it is. I have to go looking for that. Oh, I've still got those grass bales I've got to bring over. I was thinking of those grass bales, you know, to make them more useful, because I'm not doing sheep at the moment or anything like that, is whether or not to, if I lease a baler And what I could do, I could drop the bales off. No, it's not a baler, a wrapper. Square bale wrapper. Now I've just bought this plot next door. What we could do is bring the bales, knock them all over, or just leave them on the stack. Bring the baler wrapper over, wrap them all, so we've got silage bales. There'll be more useful silage bales. And thinking about it, I probably should have done that right at the start, but that's something I might do. Let's grab this. Get the lights on. I'm looking forward to when the weather improves and we get out of the winter and the light starts to get better as well. When it first got light this morning, and it got light a lot earlier today, it was looking good, and I thought, oh brilliant, it's going to be a lot brighter today, but I suppose it doesn't help. I've always found wherever I am, if it's snowing, it's always very grey. So unfortunately, now I want to apologise for the last episode, when I was saying about the quality being better and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what happened. When it posted, when it rendered, and everyone was saying it was really cloudy, it looked awful, I went and looked online at it and it looked terrible. I tried to re-upload it and it did exactly the same thing, and I couldn't work out why. Hang on a minute. Oh, it was sorghum we had, wasn't it? Not wheat. Well, that'll be enough to keep them going for a little while, even if I have to go and buy some chicken feed. But we haven't got many chickens, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it was terrible, and I could not for the life of me work out why. And I put on that video as well, don't hold your breath, about the Elgato. It's not working again. I set it all up, it was running fine, I had it running pretty much for an entire day. I recorded that video, the Elgato was all hooked up. I didn't record using the Elgato, I recorded as I usually do. Didn't have any problems, it was running through the PC, all good. Following day, I got up. Is that it? Let's check on our pens. Got up the following day. Oh, 1,200, that's all. And switched everything on, and on my PS5 monitor, not my PC monitor, my PS5 monitor, it just kept cutting in and out. It would flicker on, it would flicker off, it would flicker on, it would flicker off. I tried turning everything on, back off, back on. I tried turning OBS on and off, the 4K utility thing, everything. PlayStation off and on. I went through all the settings again, disconnected all the HDMIs, put them back in the same order I had done the day before, following the instructions I was given. Nope, still kept doing it. I have no idea what's going on. I've been through all my HDCP settings, my HDMI settings, I've been through the HD, HDR, and then I found a setting, and I don't know how it had changed, because it wasn't like it before. The TV was set on ultra widescreen. Don't know how, don't know why. It hasn't ever been an ultra widescreen before. Switched that off. The Elgato's still not working properly. The screen was flickering in and out. But then what I did was just connected directly from my PlayStation 5 back to the monitor rather than through the PC. And as you can see now, the screen quality is perfect. Now, when I was recording, for me, on my screen, the screen quality was perfect. For some reason, when it rendered and did whatever it was doing, it didn't like it. One little bit. Actually, I'm probably going to need my tractor, aren't I? Because I can't remember where I put my van. So, chickens are fed. They're in. I said I was going to do them. That's the first part done. We're going to head to the golf course for a round of golf. Let's go. Got to be careful in the snow, especially whilst taking tight bends and corners, that we don't lock up and slide. We should be alright. Low torque, low speed. Good thing about the field I've just bought, which will come in quite handy for what I have in mind, is that there's a gate here right in the middle rather than the corner, and then we've got a gate here in this field. Now I know I can get into that field as well, up in that corner, because I've done it for baling contracts. So what I can do, I can drive up, go into that field, we can come round and through the gates this way and on a more direct path. So if we were having to use something a little bit longer or a little bit bigger, we can get into that field a little bit easier. What I might do though, because that's not going to be, I'm not using that for crops, I might need to grass it. So that'll either be landscaping, I'll get landscapers in, or I'll use my seeder. I'll cultivate the field up and then we'll grass it with grass seed. That might be a better way of doing it actually. A bit more realistic I suppose. So yeah, we might do that. Blimey, the roads aren't particularly clear. I'm having trouble working out where the road is and where the pavement is. Right, golf course. This probably is not the way to arrive at a golf course, is it? I've never played golf in my life. There's a couple of funny stories, but a funny story. My mother-in-law and my father-in-law played golf a lot. I say my mother-in-law didn't play as much as my father-in-law, but can you imagine turning up at a golf course and there being a tractor in the car park? I mean, they have tractors on the golf course to do work, but anyway, yeah, my father-in-law played golf for years. Loved it, played golf a lot, and he went to work in Thailand for the company he worked for about 18 months, I think it was. He worked, and my mother-in-law was still at home. She was a bit bored, decided I'll go and play golf. Never really played before. She was a natural. I mean, absolutely brilliant. Started winning awards and stuff like that. So when my father-in-law came back from his trip and they would go and play golf together, it turned out she was better than he was. He was never particularly impressed by that, but anyway, yeah, it's not something I've ever tried. I've never gone to play golf, never been to a driving range, never done anything like that. But anyway, so let's go and see what it is I'm here for. I'm hoping I'm here for... I say I'm hoping I'm here for a round of golf. I'm not too sure. A bit chilly. I don't know if I'm really dressed for the occasion. Let's go and find out, shall we? Turns out I've been recommended by the Pembertons as a man of high moral fibre and an all-round jolly good bloke. The winter storms we had last night, and it was pretty bad. High winds, heavy snow. They've got a load of trees down on the golf course. Some on the fairways, couple on greens. Can I clear them? As you can see, I can't say no, can I? Let's be honest. But on the plus with that, I get to keep the lumber. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I get to keep the lumber. I'm just trying to think what I can use now. If I whiz up to the Pembertons, as soon as they recommended me, I might use their long trailer. What else have we got? Oh, the JCB out of there at the second farm, over that side near where our farm is. I'll grab that JCB, but I'll need a log grab for that. So we'll go down to the store, we'll grab a log grab. We'll grab the trailer. Actually, I'm not sure whether or not that JCB will put a trailer or not. We'll give it a try. If it doesn't, then we'll have to use the tractor and trailer combo. We'll cut the trees up, cut the logs up. And then what I might do is just put them at the farm. I'll take them to my little farm, we'll dump them off, and then the logs are all there. Then at a later date, if I find a use for them, great. If I don't... There's not a sawmill, is there, on here? Don't think there is. I'm trying to remember now. Is there a sawmill? There's no, is there? Have I gone mad? No, there's not. Maybe we can find something. I mean, I suppose we could always get a... We can always get a wood chipper. We could... I don't know. And once I've got the logs, I can worry about that later on. But I think what we'll do for today, for now, we'll gather the equipment required. We'll go around the golf course. Any trees that are down, we'll sort out. I'll need to buy a chainsaw, won't I? Right. Let's go and get that. I don't know whether or not, actually, to... If I bring the trailer down, so I haven't really used that JCB over the other farm. I've used the Pembertons telehandler a fair bit, but I suppose the other thing we should really do is clear some of this snow, but I don't know. I haven't been asked to do it, but I suppose we could. Right, let's go and get the JCB. Oh, so much for me playing golf for the first time. We have grabbed the JCB. I've got it on front wheel steer only. One, because of the snow. Two, because you shouldn't really drive on the roads with it on all wheel steer. When I was saying about the AEB, that's what I meant. All wheel steer. When I was saying about the steering, I don't know what words came out of my mouth, but it wasn't all wheel steer. So maybe we can finish off by, if we grab a snowblower. I mean, it'll be at my expense, I guess, but providing service to the community, I don't know where we would put it as well, but just blow it off the side of the road. Blimey, it is bad, isn't it? Look at this. And I'm hoping when we get here, the pickup's here, the van. Actually, you know what I'm thinking? I've got a tractor. I'm looking at getting a second tractor. I might sell the van, you know. We can always buy something else later on, I guess. Now we're back in Blighty, I could get a little old Land Rover, couldn't I? I've had the new ones. Well, I can get my new one back. I like that. Yeah, my van's here. I'm not really using it, am I? I've travelled backwards and forwards to various different places in it, but just think maybe. Right, so we need to get a log grab, log fork. This doesn't have a trailer hitch. I can't remember now if this was one of the ones. When it first came out, this one wouldn't hook up to stuff properly. Either that or we get the Pembertons to bring down the trailer maybe, and I can meet them there. That might work, mightn't it? Mightn't it? Yeah, maybe. Right, so let's turn the engine on. The engine running. Let's go. See what we can do. So we need telehandler tools. I hate those. I'm not a big fan of those at all. What else have we got available? Under the CSZ gear. Please tell me there's a log grab. I'm sure there is, isn't there? Oh, there we go. These. That shovel fork with fork for logs, that has straps, doesn't it? But that being said, double fork log carriage, that works really well. Leasing it, 163. Yes, we'll have a bit of that. Sorry, let's do that. Why are we not? There we go. That's better. A bit tighter in the yard. So this should close in and out. Up and down. That way. Do that. And then that, like that. Nice wide spread on those forks, which means we can pick up logs nice and easy. Nose in a little bit. While we're driving, actually, you know what I'll do? Let's do that to about there. Cool, right. That's that bit. Shall I sell the van? That one. Front wheel steer. There we go. For going back on the road. Right. I'm going to sort out selling the van. I need to get a chainsaw as well. Suddenly realised. So let's grab the van. I'll see you up at the golf course in a moment, and hopefully by the time we get up there, the Pembertons maybe, hopefully, will have brought down the. I'm going to use the long trailer. That way I can have longer logs. It doesn't really matter, but I don't know how many trees I've got to collect actually. A few. Got 65 grand for the van. That's alright. We can either keep that in the coffers, or if we make a bit more money as we come out of this season. Like I said, I think contract wise I'm going to keep an eye on field contracts and stuff as I have been, but I think the baling situation, I'm going to get myself a set of mowers. I want to get myself, if I can buy one, even if I just lease one, a bale wrapper. I'll need to get a windrower so I can, like I said before, take on some of those baling contracts myself. I can make a bit of money. The silage baling contracts are where I was making the most money. So, don't want to make a mess of the golf course. Pemberton's already here. Good stuff. I've bought a chainsaw. So, I suppose the first thing I'll do is have a look and see how many we've got to clear. There's one over there, one there, one here, one there. Looks like, oh blimey, hang on. There's definitely one there. Is there one over there as well? Looks like it. Okay, we've got a few to clear. That's what we'll do. Let's get the lights on full. Swing that around. And what I'll probably do is lift them on whole, and then we'll chop them to the length of the trailer. That way they're not overhanging too much. I could measure them and all that. Yeah, we could do that. Put that on. That on. Just got myself a steel. Not full-blown forestry, but providing a service. Yeah, I was going to say. Oh, I said about using a snowblower. I think what I'll do, we'll do salt. That would be better, wouldn't it? If we do salt spreading, we can do the main road. We can do the car parks. We'll get that done as well. Bit of honest winter work. Let's get that open. Let's go like that. If I get most of the weight at this end, hopefully it won't be unbalanced. We'll probably have to get in with a stump grinder to do the rest, I guess, but I'll grab that. Okay. We'll put the thick end at the front end of the trailer. We can alternate actually, like you would do with a log trailer. Now, this is not a log trailer, so they could roll, so what I'll do is I'll put them on and I will strap them down. This is what we've got. We're utilising what we have. I can't go a bit too far that way. Yeah, I reckon in half it's going to be about right where we need to be with these, isn't it? Once on. Yeah, you know what, let's chop that now. And then we'll get the other one to fit, and then we'll just chop whatever end bit off. We don't need the excess. What are we doing? There we go. Oh man. PlayStation controller. There we go. Let's put that over there if we can. Why is that not? Okay, why have I not got any movement on? There we go. That's odd. Why is that? Oh, I've remembered now. Oh, it's got that invisible creel at the back, hasn't it? Which is really annoying. So when you take that option off, we had this when we were doing the multiplayer, weren't we? I was loading bales when I was doing it with HMG, and I couldn't work out why the bales weren't going on the back properly, because there's an invisible creel there, which is going to be frustrating. So if I cut that here, is that going to drop into place? There we go. So we have to cut them that length to get it to work. Offcuts, I guess. Whoa, offcuts will grab. If I put these down, where's the stump? We can grab those later on. I can always use those for firewood and stuff. For the farmhouse, like that, so I'll go over as far as I want that to go. Let's just put a strap on that. And grab the other one. It's going to take a little while to get them all on, but we'll have a nice little pile of lumber. And like I say, what I'd end up doing with it, I don't know. You know, there's products we could make with it, I guess. I'll do this one the other way around. Oh no, I don't want this one the other way around. If I line it up before I put it on the trailer, then we can do it. Yeah, we'll do that. Where do you want it? About here? That should do. Put that over there as well. Whoa, hold on. That's better. and I'll come back and mop all. Like I say, I'll mop all the little bits up. Maybe we can go that way around. Oh, that's what I should have done. That's better. So I've got so used to using the no, that way and that way. There we go. Using big bag handlers for doing log work. Okay, do actually. Excellent. That's two. Well, one tree. We've got quite a few too. Oh, this is an interesting one. Snap that off with some force. Can I cut that down? Yeah, let's cut that down. Excellent. Now, I said about this. Is that still too much? There we go. I said about when I started on here how long I was going to be on here for, and this was as I said right from the word go. It was self-indulgent because I watched Tom Pemberton. I wanted to play on here. I wanted to have a go and help out and that kind of stuff, which I am doing. It's not a conventional let's play. I am kind of building my farm, but it's more I'm doing work for other people. I'm helping out. I'm not really being paid for it, but that's what I was saying earlier. There's something afoot. The Pembertons have offered me something as a payment because I've been helping out, because I took them grass bales, because I've done baling work for them and a few other things like that. They've offered me something which is really cool, but I was asked how long I'm staying on here for. For some reason, I don't know why. For those of you that are still watching, thank you for sticking with me. This Let's Play hasn't gone down very well at all. People just don't seem to want to watch it, which, fair enough. Like I said, it's self-indulgent. I want to plan it. I suppose because I said early on, and you can, you lose viewers very quickly because I said I'm not intending. This is not a map where you can do loads of production chains and stuff like that. That's not. I'm trying to do it. I say more true to life, but you know what I mean. And what the sort of things they do here. It's a dairy farm. I've now got chickens. We've got some sheep over there, which they do have sheep as well. Which really the only thing missing then is horses and pigs. But yeah, it's not going down too well. But that being said, I did say I didn't know how long I was going to be on here for anyway. I'm thinking of already. The trouble is, again, we're in that position. There's a couple of things I want to do on here still. I want to get through the winter. We help the Pembertons get all their food stocked ready, get the cattle through the winter, that kind of thing. We're in the winter now. We've got our chickens. I'll sort out what I've been offered, but we may only do 15 episodes on here. I don't know, 20 maybe, 15 probably. It's more likely. Why is that not? Can we pull that right in? Doesn't seem to want to. There we go. That's better. It's a little bit heavier that end. Right. Yeah, so it's not going to be. I said it wasn't going to be a particularly long Let's Play because the longevity of it requires the ability to do or to, have a go at all the different facets of the game. That if you're going to do a long storyline, a long Let's Play, whatever you're going to do, that's generally how it works because you've got so much other stuff to do. So this was always going to be a short one anyway. But yeah, I've got an idea of where I want to go. Based upon recent releases, but the problem I've got with that is I know there's some other maps. The Valley of the Old Farm, Black Sheep Modding announced, put some pictures up on their website. That's due out. I loved that map on, was it 17 we did that on? It was 17, wasn't it? Yeah. So that will have come a long way. I don't know. So yeah, we'll have to see. go. Actually, if I do this one from the side. Right, I'm going to see you in a little while. Like I said, it's going to take a bit of time. We'll get as many of them done as we can. And get them over to the farm. And then I think I'll do salt spreading. I haven't really done that. We've got a salt spreader? We have, yeah, we'll use that. The Braydale, we'll stick some salt in that, then we'll go up the road and we'll clear it, and all should be good in the world. How much is that to lease? 408. We'll lease it now. We'll need to get some salt, but we'll do that. So, winter jobs, helping out the locals. So, anyone for golf? Wasn't really, didn't turn out that way, but never mind. Put the one on this end as well. It's just gone 9. All of the standard, regular type trees are all done. They're all on. Once we got past that little hidden thing, you know, they overhung a little bit, which isn't too bad. This one, however, is a little bit different. We've got to take the side limbs and stuff off this. But what's lucky with this one, when this went down, this could have gone that way. If it had gone that way, it would have ended up on the road. That would have been a bit more of an emergency to clear that, but we've got to try and work out then. It's going to be delimbing first, and then the trunk as it is, I guess. Up there. And then gradually work our way along it, I guess. There we go. And what we can do with these, hopefully, take off all the end bits. Like that. We can lift, let me lift those. Sometimes they're a little bit too heavy. I know we're right. I'll put those over to the side here. So we can always come back for those if we want them, but we can put them there. What we need is a burn pile, really. Have a little bonfire. Some of those bigger trunks that I left down there, I might be able to get onto the trailer actually. Yeah, potentially we'll get them onto the trailer. So this one's going to be a bit of an odd one. I think we might have to do it maybe a couple of sections. I'm just thinking if we chop it here, because that's fairly straight, that big section there, and these ones are a little bit smaller. Maybe jump out there. Yeah. So we'll remove all the bits we can, like that. Depends how much we've got sticking off the end here. Let's get these off first though. Yep. Okay, we'll try and get that on. Is that all enough? Oh, it's not still attached, is it? I don't think so. Nope. It's just the way that fell. Right, let's get that on. I'm looking forward to salt spreading. I'm trying to think the last time I've done that. When was the last time I did salt spreading? I honestly can't remember. Did I do salt spreading or snow blowing on Calmston? I'm trying to think now. Have I done it on FS22? Honestly can't remember. Right, I'll get this one on, get that on. Oh yeah, we've got a bit of room here, haven't we? Look. Get this one on this end. Okay, right, so yeah, so just need a bit of tidying up now, we'll get that done. So what I'll do, tidy this up, we'll take the Pembertons tractor and trailer over to the main farm. I'll have to unload that. I'll unload that later on into our new plot. Like I say, landscape or grass seed, I'm not sure what I'm going to do over there. Mind you, if I put the logs down in there, then I'm going to... Maybe I'll landscape a bit of it to put the logs down, then seed the rest, I don't know. And then, yeah, salt spreading! So, as I was saying, I'm thinking what I'll be able to do now, actually, if I open this gate and this gate. So I've come in from that end, open this gate and this gate, we can get in, but because we've got a bit of a gap around the outside, what I might do, if I can drive the trailer along, or bring the trailer here, use the telehandler, and I can pile the logs up maybe here next to the fence, or put them this side actually, up against the fence here, behind the barn maybe. I'm just thinking that long trailer, I won't get it into the yard here, because I thought about putting them here. I suppose something I could do, bring the trailer in here, then use the telehandler and lift the logs over the fence and put them this side. Maybe I could do that, I don't know. Just thinking, it looks like there's a bit of a gap here, a bit of a border, and I might be better off, if I'm going to seed this field with grass, finding a space where I can put them in, and that looks probably about right. Anyway, that's the plan. I'm not doing that in this episode. I need to bring the telehandler back, that needs to go back over, the log fork needs to be returned to the store. But for longer trailers and stuff, it does make life a little bit easier. And thinking about it, in retrospect now, and something I didn't think of at the time because of where the gates and stuff were, I would have and should have put this farm in this field, simply for the access. With permission from the owners to be able to go through that field, which is a grass field, and come in across there, would have made any size or any length vehicle, not size vehicle, far easier than going round the back and having to cut in through there. So yeah, in retrospect, I would have been better off having all of this in this one. But hey, you live and learn. And it was a cheaper field as well. So I could have done, couldn't I? Never mind. Yeah, I'm just thinking, like I say, what I'm going to do with these, I have no idea. We'll think of something. And if we don't think of something, like I said, all we've done, we've provided a service for the golf club, for the local community. I'm going to leave that there because I need to bring the telehandler over. Get that gate closed, so I should be able to get in with the telehandler. Leave that one open, close that one was what I meant to say. And I will see you, actually what I'll do, I'll drive back in the stire, because I'm going to use the stire to put the salt spreader on. I need to get a pallet of salt, actually might as well pre-order that while we're here. Let's go on, I'm hoping, I think under ones we had before, we might have a salt pallet, a nice cheap road salt pallet. There we go, that will do. Don't know how much we're going to need. Farm supply pack by the Lort. Right, let's go. Assuming, of course, it will allow me to spread salt where I want to spread it. We'll find out. Okay, we're here at the store. We're loading up 2,000 litres. Cover on. I've got it set at 10 metres. I don't know if will it let me clear the yard here. Kind of. That's interesting. Why is it doing it like that? Oh, I hope it doesn't do that over the rest of the roads. That's not... That's only clearing where I've driven. Look at where the tracks are. That's just clearing where I've driven. Lower it. Will that make a difference? That takes me into the snow. Nope. Is the snow too deep? Is that why? It is, isn't it? How bizarre. Well, there's no point me spreading it out that far then. Looking for any other options there. Change work width. Bring it down to 4 metres. And if I drive up each side of the road, we're all over the place here. That's a bit better. What are you doing? Lunatic. Lunatic. Look at the weather conditions. Not what you should be doing, is it? So that's probably not going to clean the car parks either, is it? If I drive one side of the road, then down the other side of the road, I honestly thought it would clear a lot more. No, it's not doing too bad. In places it's working. I might have to do a second run, but it's all because we're going at the site diagonal. We'll go up one side of the road then down the other. We'll try the golf course car park. Again, if it just does the tracks where the tyres are, at least that's safer for people to move around. I've got the beacon on so people... Where? That was my fault, sorry. That was on me. Oh, we're up the curb. We are up the curb. See what I mean? Can't tell where the road is. Let's go into the golf course car park. Oh, and a phone call from the golf club. The golf club not only can I have the lumber, they're going to pay me. For my work. That's cool. I don't know how much they're going to pay me, but they're going to pay me. That will clear a bit. We've got plenty of salt. We can go back and get some more, can't we? Won't go all out there. We'll clear enough for people to get around. Now, if I drive then between those, will that clear the bits that I didn't do? A little bit better. Okay. Without driving into people's vehicles, that would be great. Assuming, of course, I can stay on the road, not on the pavement. There we go. Well, it's sort of working. It's better than it was, let's just say that, for the time being. There's no point me spreading it out to any wider than that. I mean, to be fair, 4 metres is probably too much. I could probably get away with 2, couldn't I? Is it worth trying that and see if that works? No, we'll keep it at 4. Bring on spring, that's what I say. Well, at least we got the trees cleared. I suppose that's the main thing. Once the weather brightens up a little bit, at least people can get out and carry on playing golf, can't they? It's very important. Is there any truth to the rumour? I'm trying to think now. I'm sure it was Winston Churchill, wasn't it, that said that golf was a good walk spoiled? Was that Churchill, or was that just one of those myths, a mythical saying that he may not have ever actually said? I don't know. with the snowblower. I was just up here restocking on snow. We've got plenty of snow on salt, and I suddenly realised when I checked in the used vehicles. Where are we? The used vehicles. What was I saying about? How did I miss that? I looked in here earlier, saw the tractor, went, oh, they've got an SW414 or 4014 bale wrapper. 63% off, 19 grand. I'd be mad not to, wouldn't I? Don't want to play on it. That's fine. Leave the full wrap white, otherwise it's going to cost me more money. I'm buying it. Why not? First step towards our grasswork empire. Right, the other thing I was going to check on was, is it worth trying? We've got the ploughs. I guess we could plough 3.3, 3.2, 1.8. We can twist that to the side, can't we? I'm pretty sure we can. Push it all up to the side, or do we go blower? How much is that to lease? 484. You know what? We'll try anything. Maybe if we do a combination of the two. Let's put the cover on. Like I said, I don't know. We'll try anything. Oh, this does not want to turn. Whoa, this has got really slippery all of a sudden. It's like an ice rink. Have we just reached tilt with the snow? Whoa! Apparently. Okay. Right. How do I turn that round? That way. We want it out to the side. Assuming, of course, we can. Okay, that's better. Look at that. Now we can properly get cracking. Now I don't know when we get to the car park. I'm surprised it's let me do it here actually, or at the Pembertons car park, because I don't own the land. Whether it will still let me do the snow, maybe. I've got to be careful there where I put it though. That's the only thing with the snowblower. Snowstorm carnage with MrSealyp. We'll just put this in people's gardens. I'm sure they won't mind. Wake up in the morning, come out, you can't get out your front garden or go to work because some idiots piled snow up in it. Oh, we've got a nice little traffic jam behind us as well. That's pretty cool. But we are keeping them safe. Anyone that's behind that's getting frustrated and angry, hey, I'm keeping you safe, man. Oh no. It's like when you go through a puddle in your car and splash someone by this roadside. It's a poor woman. Well, I'm having a great time. I'm not going to lie, I may or may not, and let's be honest, we all know it's May, have got a little bit obsessive about using the snowblower. The car park here at Pembertons is fairly clear now. I've cleared pretty much all the road. I've cleared the entrance off the BALLAM Road over to the other farm. I've cleared round into the yard with the snowblower. You might notice all the traffic is bunched up. That's because when I was doing the road traffic, I caused a bit of a traffic jam, so it's all a little bit bunched up. I'm going to head back to drop this off. I may have cleared a couple of the side roads. I may have cleared the car parks for the spinnery, the supermarket, the oil mill. I may have cleared the forecourt of the petrol station, the vehicle store car park. What else? Yeah, I was just enjoying it. I'm not going to lie, it was pretty cool. Actually, hang on. Oh, blimey. We might stop at the petrol station. I should just realised how low my fuel is. This has obviously been quite fuel heavy doing this. Obviously just think I'm far enough over here because a bit of the road's not clear. Let's lift up and go again. Right. So see as we go down how much I've cleared. This was much more fun and I enjoyed it. It was way better than the salt spreading. Now obviously doing the snow blowing, it puts in piles, and sometimes when the snow clears, the piles of snow will stay longer. Oh, I cleared the car park a bit better as well at the golf course too. Yeah. Oh, and the restaurant. Oh dear, what is wrong with me? But I know it was good fun. But petrol station's cleared, side roads are cleared. So whilst I did cause a little bit of carnage, I even did that side road. No traffic even goes up there, but hey. Out into the spinnery and the supermarket. Made sure the car parks were clear as well, so people can get in and out. I mean, they might be stuck in their parking bays, but at least if they can get out of there, they're all right. Oh, I cleared the contractor's yard as well. I did move the our new piece of equipment, our bale wrapper. Now, I'm not necessarily going to return this just yet because I'm just worried this is going to settle again. I don't know if it will, but and I've got all that salt now that I can't do. Well, I can do stuff with, but I don't know if there's anybody that will buy it. But yeah, I'm going to take my. Actually, I'm just thinking, should I clear the track out to the farm, or no? I'm going to go on the snow. I've got a tractor, I'll be fine. But that's it. We're done. Chickens are in. Chickens are fed. Well, we should have some eggs from them. We're going to have to at some point do a delivery run to restock the Pembertons farm shop because, as I said, we've got. Did I do tomatoes in the end of the greenhouse over at the Pembertons? We've got honey. I'll have eggs. Yeah, so we'll have a load of stuff to deliver there. We cleared the trees out of the golf course, and we ended up something I wasn't intending doing initially was clearing a load of the snow. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.